Dear student, today we are discussing the ninth level chapter, and the chapter name is the internal and external division of straight line section. In this chapter, at first we are discussing some formula about this chapter, and after that we are discussing some example of this chapter. At first we are discussing the formula, then we move to the example section. Okay. In this chapter, two formula is an important formula. The formula is internal and external suppose the 2 point A, the coordinate of x1 y1, and the another point B, the coordinate is x2 comma y2, and another point C, between A and B, the coordinate of C is equal to xy, and AC is to CB is equal to M is to N. So from the given informations, by the using the internal formula, we can say x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n, y is equal to my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. Similarly here, the external formula, suppose a point A, the coordinate x1 y1, and the point B, the coordinate of B x2 y2, and another point C, the coordinate xy, and AC is to CB is equal to M is to N, the external division. So by the formula of external division, x is equal to mx2 minus nx1 divided by m minus n, and y is equal to my2 minus ny1 divided by m minus n. This is the true formula of this chapter, which is important formula. Suppose in internal, if m is equal to n is equal to 1, then x is equal to x2 plus x1 divided by 2, y is equal to y2 plus y1 divided by 2. That is, in that sections, when m is equal to n is equal to 1, then this point, C point, will be the midpoint of AB. That is A, C, B. So AC is to CB is equal to 1 is to 1. That is, C is the midpoint of A and B. This is the complete of formula, and we move to the next section, that is the example sections. At first we discussing the first example, then we move to the second, then we move to the third example. The first example of the day, suppose a point A and the point B, the coordinate of A is 5, 4, and the coordinate of B is equal to 2, 1, and the another point, interior point C is there, and this is the example of internal sections, and AC is to CB is equal to 2 is to 1. So by the using the internal formula section, find the value of x and y. By using the internal section, x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n, and y is equal to my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n. For the given condition, here suppose x1 is equal to 5, y1 is equal to 4, x2 is equal to 2, y2 is equal to 1, m is equal to 2, and n is equal to 1. By the given condition, we can say this. So x is equal to, putting the value of m is equal to 2 into x2, the value is 2, plus n is equal to 1, and multiple with x1, this is a 5, and m, this is a m, 2 plus 1, and y is equal to value, putting the value of m 2, y2 is 1, plus n is equal to 1, y1 is equal to 4, and m plus n, these are 2 plus 1. So x is equal to 4 plus 5 by 3, and here y is equal to 2 plus 4 by 3. So x is equal to 9 by 3, that is x is equal to 3, and y is equal to 6 by 3, y is equal to 2. The value of x is 3 and the value of y is equal to 2, which is our equal. So the coordinate of C is equal to 3, 2. We can say this 3, 2 by using the internal section formula of this chapter. Now we move to the second example, that is the external division. Now the second example of the day is the line segment A, B and the C. Here the coordinate of A is equal to 2, 3 and the coordinate of B is equal to 5, 6, and this is the external divisions by the point C of the line segment AB, and AC is to BC is equal to 3:1. So find the coordinate of C. By using the external division formula, we can say x is equal to mx2 minus nx1 divided by m minus n, and y is equal to my2 minus of ny1 divided by m minus n. Here x1 is equal to 2, y1 is equal to 3, x2 is equal to 5, y2 is equal to 6, m is equal to 3, n is equal to 1. That is, by putting the value of x2, y2, x1, y1, m, n, we get x is equal to, the value of m is 3 and the x2 is equal to 5, and minus of n is equal to 1, and x1 is equal to 2, and m minus n, this is the 3 minus 1. Similarly here y is equal to, the putting value of m 3, y2 6, and all the value putting, we get n is equal to 1, y1 is equal to 3, and m is equal to 3, n is equal to 1. So calculating, we get 15 minus 2 divided by 2, that is 13 by 2. Here y is equal to 18 minus 3 by 2, 15 by 2. So the coordinate of C is equal to 13, 2, 15, 2. This is the coordinate of C. By using the external division formula, we find the coordinate of C. Now this is the complete of example 2. Now we move to the third example, that is the last example of the day. Suppose the circle at the center is C and 2 points A and B. The coordinate of A is 6, 5 and the coordinate of B -6, -5. Then find the coordinate of C. This is the third and the last example of the day. By the given condition, here AC is equal to CB, that is 1:1 division. We can say 1:1 divisions. If we find AC is to CB, then we get 1:1. But why this is equal? Because of AC and CB are the radius of the same circle. That is why we can say this is a 1:1. So by the internal formula, when m is equal to 1, n is equal to 1, we get x is equal to x2 plus x1 divided by 2, y is equal to y2 plus y1 divided by 2. When m is equal to n is equal to 1, since this is the given. So here, according to given information, we can say x1 is equal to 6, y1 is equal to 5, x2 is equal to -6, y2 is equal to -5. Now x is equal to, putting value of x2 and x1, 6 minus 6 by 2, and y is equal to 5 minus 5 by 2. 0 by 2, that is x is equal to 0. Here y is equal to 0 by 2, that is y is equal to 0. So the coordinate of C is equal to 0, 0. This is the complete of third example and the last example of the day. Hope the given information and the example will help you to understand this chapter better when you practicing this chapter. And dear student, subscribe the channel for more informations, and next video will be class 10th level video, and we are giving class 9, class 10, class 11, class 12 continuously in our channel. Okay, subscribe the channel for more information. Okay.